guys. So, you know what I forgot? The goals list check-in. Yeah, that. Uh, I forgot that I'm doing them, like, quarterly now instead of, like, every month or every other month. Now I do it every third month. Totally forgot about it. Don't care. We'll just do it now. It's not like I probably had much more success than last time, so just saying. But yeah, so got my list here. Let's watch me fail, okay? Anyway, so the first one on there, start exercising again, even just 3 times a week. You know, I had good intentions when I wrote that. I had good intentions a couple months ago when I actually wanted to start implementing it. I actually had like a very brief stint in there where, like, in the middle of doing my data entry work, like, I think it was something like every 1,000 keystrokes, I would like get up and do 60 jumping jacks really, really quick, and then rush back over to the computer and keep going for like the next 1,000. That lasted like a week, and then I kind of never did it again. Probably wasn't the most practical thing in the world to think that I would ever stay on top of that. So then there was a very, probably even shorter streak where I was like, maybe I should do like some setups in my room or something. Yeah, I think that lasted one night, maybe two. Didn't do those anymore. One night for push-ups. I think I tried to do jumping jacks in here, but because I have an upstairs bedroom, it sounds like an elephant jumping around downstairs. And my bedroom's right over the entry hall. So, that. And since it's like an open atrium house, if you hear it in the entry hall, it's going to like pipe through the whole house. So, that's another dissuading thing that makes me not want to do it. When I wrote on that list to exercise, I think I had every intention of like going outside, outdoors, and walking. I did that on the first of the year, and I think I did like 1 or 2 more times ever, like all year. Yep. I suck. I really can't be shocked that I'm as unhealthy as I am when I live like I do. Just saying. It should not be this much of an effort to get off my lazy ass and do a thing. Just for a little bit. And yet I don't do it. So yeah, that was an epic fail on that one, but still, an effort, albeit a really small, half-assed effort, was made. We should probably get on that and do something about that. Just a thought. Next thing on the list, clean the bedroom, organize the bathroom. Yeah, again, a good effort was made. As we saw, when I purchased the additional cubes here, it actually freed up a bunch of room on this side of the room. Which, within like 2 weeks, I just as quickly retrashed with junk. Not the same junk that was there before. Nah, I managed to take junk from other parts of the room and put it in the spot that just got freed up. I swear I am the biggest failure at trying to clean this damn place. I frustrate myself with this. I know I frustrate everyone else. Whoever sees this disaster zone, they're like, what the fuck? It is not that hard to clean a room. And I'm like, well, apparently I'm stupid as hell, because I really just don't get it, do I? And this was even with buying my expensive ass, like, $250 DVD tower that looks like it belongs in a video store. It's so huge. I cleared out a bunch of space in the closets from filling that thing. I put a bunch of crap in the closets, in the spots where those used to live. This should have been a huge help. And yet, I don't know how I screwed this one up so bad. But I did. And it's not even, like, new stuff that I have gotten between point A and point B that's living there. Oh, no, no. No. Anything that's been bought since then actually has gone away in proper places, so can't even blame it on that, as easy as it would be to do so. No, no. This is shit that I already had that I'm just playing musical chairs with. I really, really am frustrated with my damn self over this. I really need to do better. I don't know why I don't do better. I am a big fat failure on most things, and this one is probably one of the biggest ones. And yeah. It was a lot easier to have momentum behind me when I was consistently earning a good amount from the data entry stuff all the time, and was able to come up with, like, a game plan of, alright, so this much a month is gonna go towards organization things for the room to get the room fucking clean, and I can do whatever the hell else I want with the rest of it. Fine. And then it took a nosedive to where there's almost nothing available. Like, ever. So I kind of hit a brick wall. I'd had a really good, solid game plan, too, for what I was gonna do. And if it ever decides to bounce back, I still want to do, but without being able to take those strides forward, it really leaves me feeling unmotivated to do fuck all with it in the meantime, which is really bad and really pathetic to admit, but I'm being honest here. So, in the name of full discretion, I will be the first one to admit that, yeah, probably absolutely nothing is going to happen in terms of cleaning this shit until the income level squeaks back up to where it was. There's nothing I can do to make it do that other than wait it out. This seems to happen every year. Actually, usually it happens over the summer months when all the college kids swoop in on the work. I guess this year it was the back to school time. Maybe it's like the school moms hopping on this train, and they'll probably eventually hit burnout too, and it'll be more widely available to where I can swoop on it and do well again. Till then, it's really frustrating and very headache-inducing trying to figure out how to swing things. Anyway, try to list one new Etsy item a week. I did good for a while. I did real good for a while. I also had a backlog of shit that I needed to list, so it made it really easy to do that for a while. Then I listed all those things, which is good. I actually did that thing. But, yeah, I have not been the greatest in upholding my own goal of wanting to list a thing a week. First one to admit it. I have not even been that great with staying on top of orders coming in that I have to make the shit to order to mail out. I have been behind schedule on those too. I mean, I've gotten them done. Just, they're usually a couple days late because I'm a loser. Well, I mean, no, it's not even that. It's because everything that's going on. Before this came up, I was fine, but yeah, that's... So, hopefully eventually, once everything's all said and done, I'll get that back on track, and maybe that'll help bring in more money from that revenue stream, because that's down too! I'm making almost nothing right now! It's great! Try to complete more things from the work in progress yeah, no, that's not been a thing at all. Get more inventory built up for Etsy. Keep saying I'm gonna do it. I also keep not doing it. Finish listing the rest of the pocketbacks on eBay. Yeah, I don't think I have listed even one since the last check-in. Publish a book. Yeah, I should just scratch that off. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. Work harder on normalizing eating habits. Okay, since last check-in, I have managed to fuck this up, going from one extreme of not eating anything at all most of the time, like eating maybe once a day. Like, I didn't, like, go anorexia mode. I mean, I ate, like, dinner, and then just wouldn't eat anything else during the rest of the day. Not out of any diet attempts, just depression. It happens that way for me, where just unless somebody freaking reminds me to go eat something, my body just won't get hungry and it won't bother. Unless food is literally stuck in front of me. And even then, I'll just mostly pick at it, but I mean, I can make myself eat it, just I don't get hungry. So, at least by dinner time, I usually do for that. But I mean, there have even been a few nights where that got skipped. So I went from that extreme to the opposite extreme of the extremely unhealthy, just eat all the things possible because now I'm emotional eating to deal with everything with my mom, and definitely put on some weight to where I surpassed the most I have ever weighed. And I'm ashamed of myself. And most of you would probably hear that number and be like, that's not even a big deal. I mean, yeah, for your height, it's a little bit over the upper range, but I mean, it's not a big deal. Yeah, well, to me, it's a big deal because I've never weighed that much before. I hit 121. I'm barely 5 feet tall. Like, for years I thought I was 4'11", but apparently I squeaked up to just over the line for 5. Like, the uppermost range for that, anything over, I think, 115 is considered overweight. So I was like, shit. It happened. It happened. And not even by just, like, a pound or two. It happened. So I saw that number on the scale, cried, didn't eat anything for, like, a week straight, because that's helpful in losing weight, except isn't. And as somebody who has dealt on and off with eating disorders, you know, I should logically know that. But, yeah, that happened. And then I made myself eat again, and I'm kind of somewhere towards, like, the first extreme again mentioned in this cycle of, yeah, like, I'll eat dinner, but outside of that, yeah. It's why, like, even the Foodie Friday things usually don't happen till, like, Sunday, if they happen at all. Because it's just, like, even for that, like, my brain's just like, nope, don't really want to do it. Not even for, like, a cookie, just like, no, don't feel like it. Not happening. Yeah, that kinda sucks. So, can't say as I've really done any normalizing of those eating habits. I've kind of just managed to fuck them up to one extreme, to the opposite extreme, back to the first extreme again. I'm honest, but yeah, I should do better. I do realize these also do not help. I also realize I don't give that much of a shit, so. However, I should point out, it has come back down to about 115 again, so. I'd feel better if it went a couple more down, which, I mean, you know, if I actually got off my fat, lazy ass and exercise, probably would come right off, and yet, motivation's not happening. Yeah. Anyway. This is just a very self-deprecating video. Fair warning. Like, more so than usual. I feel like I'm just really in self-hatred mode today. I'm sorry. My mom's surgery is tomorrow, so I'm just not in a great place mentally. I mean, I'm not, like, messed up, but I mean, I'm not doing great, if we're being honest, so. Aim to post at least 26 ukulele or guitar videos this year. Definitely not even close, but I'm at least trying. I have chords written out for one that I'm currently working on learning, and there was a couple I was in the process of and almost ready to post until I was like, wait, no, while this is relevant, learn it, come on, bitch, do it, do the thing. Paul McCartney's new album just came out, new goal, learn the whole damn album, because I'm clearly insane. And, yeah, ironically, that one song from it that I really didn't like when it first came out, I'm sorry, I spit, that was disgusting. That one song that I didn't like when it first came out, because I was like, it's too emo, and he sounds like his age, and it's too sad, and it upsets me. Yeah, of course, now that's the one I'm working on. Because logic. It's also the first-ish track. I say first-ish track because the technical first track on there is like a 15-second long thing or something. It's just like a choir in a train station. I can't really learn to play that, so barring that one, learn the rest of the album, including the bonus tracks. I have one of them that I did that has now become the most viewed ukulele video on this channel. So, like, one down, math, I'm not good at math. 16 to go, 18 total, already did one, skipping the train station one, that's the first track, so, yeah, 16, okay, numbers, yeah. It's just really rough chords to try to do, because for this song anyway, at least how I did them, nobody actually has chords for ukulele for this damn song, so I transcribed them my own damn self, and now it's just a matter of getting it down cleanly enough, quickly enough, and being able to sing the song at the same time. So as soon as I can do all those things at the same time, it'll be up, and if anybody gives that much of a shit, I could do another tutorial like I did with the other one, since, again, no one's posted this, so I don't mind being the first. I mean, it'll also be the first ukulele cover for this song as well, unless somebody squeaks in before me, but again, freaking no one had chords up for this. They have them for guitar, but trying to switch those over for ukulele, they apparently do not work for this one. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. In this case, they did not. And I think a big part of why nobody's done ukulele covers so far is because these chords are so damn difficult to do on this instrument. On a guitar, nowhere near as hard, but do I do shit the easy way? No! So, I mean, that's a thing. That's a thing. Because I have to do everything the hard way, because I'm a freaking Capricorn, okay? I own it. But yeah. Who knows if I'll actually follow through with doing the entire album. The intention is there, but then again, this list was good intentions, and look how little has happened from it. So, I mean, we've seen my track record. Even if they don't all happen this year, I do want to do the whole album, because I think I could do it, just, you know. Anyway, get more variations of current items up in shop. On a technicality, I can claim that one. I expanded it by like 1, but on a technicality, I can claim it. Wait, actually, wait. Was it 2? No, it was 1. Never mind. I'm crazy. Well, we knew that, but okay. Continue expanding product lines. Haha! I can claim a success there, because that set of the watercolored gift cards, that's technically a new line! And that pencil pouch thing I did, technically a new line! So, I mean, granted, I've only done 1 of each, but I can count a thing! I can count a thing for how little I can count on this list. You know what? I'm taking wins where I can get them. Learn new techniques. Yeah, I've learned some. So, okay, that's a thing. See if I can earn $4,000 in Etsy earnings this year. That's funny. That would require people to actually buy shit from me for that to happen. And that has largely not been happening lately. I don't know what the fuck happened, but I'm not pleased with the lack of interest lately. I'm hoping it's just because it's the summer months, and it'll bounce back, like, any time now. But not gonna lie, I'm kinda shitting bricks. It needs to pick up, like, now, okay? No pressure on anyone, but just throwing it out there just in general. It needs to bounce the fuck back, like, now. Write more patterns. Again, I have notes for several written out. I just have to do the thing in properly writing them out into full-fledged patterns and list them. It should not be this hard, but I suck. So, God, start playing piano again. Funny story. Good intentions. I tried a little bit. I did try. I got a wild hair up my ass one day and decided one morning, I'm gonna learn to play Hey Jude. And I started to, slowly. Except that I can't seem to do it up to speed, and going from 0 to 100 is apparently all my brain will accept as success, completely barring the fact that, okay, you have not done this in how many years? No. Not just how many years, how many decades? And you expect to be able to just sit down and magically have it happen. Like that. With no easing back into it. No, you just expect to be able to do the goddamn thing perfectly, no problem, first try. That's funny. However, yeah, I was sitting there, I was trying to do it, and the whole time, even though the only other person even home was Kimberly, who wasn't even upstairs, she was like downstairs, and I was trying to be as quiet as I could. Apparently she didn't even know I was playing, so I guess I was quiet enough, but I didn't know that till after the fact. But the whole time, every time I fucked up, I started having a bigger and bigger panic attack over, I'm probably driving her nuts, I need to shut up, and like this spiraled into having this light bulb epiphany moment of having this flashback to my mom when I was little and still had piano lessons, like screaming at me over, oh my god, shut up, you've played it how many times, how do you still suck at it? And just, that shit stays with a person. And that was a big part of why I bailed on lessons, was that sort of reactions. I mean, it wasn't 100%, but it was a factor in it. I feel really bad saying that, but yeah, regardless. I couldn't get this out of my head. At least I have that clarity now in that, okay, I think this is the brick wall I keep hitting in trying to pick it back up, and why all of a sudden I just freak out and I bail. I like literally run the fuck away from it and just bail and cry. Which is ridiculous and irrational. And for years I've been like, what the fuck's up? What the hell was that? And then I had this realization. I was like, oh my god, I know what it is. I know exactly what it is. Holy hell. I don't know how this didn't dawn on me a lot sooner, but at least now that I have that clarity in mind, I might be able to, whenever I get brave enough to try it again in the future, be able to try to rationalize with myself that, hey, that was a long time ago. That is no longer applicable to this situation today. Calm the fuck down. I have to verbally abuse myself a little bit in my head, just sometimes to get through my anxiety, which I guess to some people would sound really counterproductive, but different things work for different people. Now, if it were another person saying it to me, I'd be like traumatized, but if I'm saying it to myself, it's different somehow. But anyway, yeah, that. So, I mean, an effort was made, but I also failed at it. I did try one more time after that, but it didn't go a whole hell of a lot better, even with that realization. So, I mean, I don't know. I want to be able to do the thing so fucking badly. Not even just for that stuff, but just, I thought it sounded like I could do it easily. It seemed very simple. And for whatever reason, for me, it just isn't. And I don't know. But anyway. Draw more. I've done a little bit of that, so I guess I'll count it on a technicality. I haven't done a lot more of it, but I mean, I've technically done some. Write more. Depends how you define writing. I might be able to technically claim that one. Woo for unhealthy coping mechanisms. Somebody may be role-playing again. Yeah. We'll leave it at that. Yep. Yeah, I know. You don't need to tell me. I know. I'm trying to at least be more sane with it this time, but, I know this is what I tend to do when I hit, like, a certain pinnacle point. with my life going to hell in a handbasket of this is what I default to is just a comfort thing, and I really shouldn't. It's fucking stupid. Most people get over this as a teenager if they do it at all. I'm 33, and I still do it. Yeah. Yeah. At least I'm not LARPing anymore. I mean, the live action roleplay, at least I'm not doing that shit anymore. There's that, but I mean, there's this. And it is reviving an old storyline that was completely batcrap insane and basically picked up where we left off from 7 or 8 years ago. Yeah, that's a thing. And those of you who don't know the backstory are probably going, what the fuck are you even talking about right now? If you don't know, don't worry about it. Just leave it be. Don't worry about it. This is my own, like, bucket of crazy coping mechanism thing that it's technically not hurting anyone, but at the same time, I am the first one to admit that, yeah, this is probably an unhealthy coping mechanism. But there's a lot unhealthier things I could be doing, and given how hard I'm trying to not fall back off the wagon with drinking, you know, if role playing's the worst I'm gonna do, you know, allow me that shit, okay? Anyway, create something daily. I was for a while. Not so much recently. I mean, I try to work on things. I just don't get, like, an entire thing done in a day, largely since I've been working on larger projects. I mean, the artistic ones, when I do those, yeah, those are generally done in a day, but I mean, like, the yarn ones, those have largely been things that take a lot more than just a day to complete, so can't say as I've technically created something every day, unless if you're counting just work being put into them. Okay, I've definitely worked on things every day, I just haven't full on created a brand new thing every day. I guess it's all open to interpretation. I made this goddamn list. I should be able to interpret it. Interpretate is not a word. Interpret it any damn way I please. And I guess I could, but I mean, I know what I meant when I wrote it. I just know that I'm kind of shirking that now. Anyway. Try to uphold photo challenges. Did I last any time at all with them this year? I don't think I even made it through January. I'm not sure I even started on January. I don't think I started at all. I think the closest I did with any type of challenges, which I don't think I finished any of them, I tried to do some doodle challenges, but like, I think I made it to like May, and I didn't do months before that. I started with May. I think I made it to about May 7th or something, and I fell the fuck off. I still kind of want to complete it, even though it's now September. I still want to complete the one for May. On the other hand, I've seen the ones since then. I'm like, but I want to do them too. And I'm just like, you know, I could just take the ideas from these prompts and just do them without a time frame. It's always a thing, but the whole point of them being daily challenges is to keep yourself drawing every fucking day. So, I mean, I'm kind of kicking myself for not doing it every day, but there's not enough hours in the day to do it every day. I wish there were, but there's not. At least not at the level I like to do mine at. So, I mean, if I just did like a friggin' stick figure, yeah, I could do one in a day, but I mean, that feels like a cop-out and defeats the whole damn purpose, and no, frankly. So, my simple ones are... I've had plenty of people go, God damn, those are your doodles? Fuck you. And I'm like, yeah, and what's your point? When I actually put effort in, it takes a whole lot longer than that. So, you know, there's that. But even with the ones I consider doodles, they do take hours for me to do, so, there's that. Anyway, try not to miss any days uploading YouTube. I missed yesterday! Who are we kidding? I missed a lot of days, and I think I have a damn good excuse right now, all things considered. I have a damn good excuse. It is quite probable I will probably miss tomorrow too. I will make an effort to still do tomorrow. And if I do record tomorrow, I don't want you guys giving me shit over, shouldn't you be at the hospital with your mom? Yeah, you know what? She's gonna be in surgery for like friggin' 6+ hours, okay? You think we're gonna sit there that whole time? I mean, my dad might, but that whole damn time. And then she's gonna be in ICU where one person can go in at a time. Yeah, I'd be better spending my time here at least attempting to be productive and trying to keep myself distracted than staring at a wall and probably just crying hysterically the whole time. So, I don't want to hear any crap from anybody. If I actually manage to somehow maintain some level of normalcy and just like try to carry on as normal as I possibly can, because for me, structure is a huge thing. If I can maintain like a schedule structure, mentally I do miles better than when I don't. So if I can do that, that's not me being disrespectful, it's not me being cold-hearted, it's not me not caring, it's me trying to do it for my own mental health, both as a distraction, as a coping mechanism, and to keep my sanity intact. I will definitely still be going to see her. Don't you guys worry. Just at a time when I can literally not do a thing other than sit here and stare at the wall. Well, I guess sit there and stare at the wall. I feel like that would be time better spent being productive if I can. And if things were to go bad, you know what? The hospital's like 5 minutes away. Not to mention, if things went bad, it's not going to change the outcome whether I'm here or if I'm there. Knock wood that they don't go bad. They better not fucking go bad, but I'm just saying, accounting for every possibility before anyone guilt trips me here. Just throwing that out there. So, all that said, if it turns out that I'm just too freaking upset to maintain and cannot film tomorrow, please bear with me and be patient with me. I'm doing my best, all things considered. I have actually, for the most part, held my shit together a lot better than I expected I would so far. So, if I turn out to be a train wreck tomorrow, I got a good reason to be a train wreck tomorrow. So, it's kind of a massive deal that she's going through here. So, try to get the YouTube theme days back on track. At this point, as long as I even get something posted in, like, every day, I'm counting that a win right now. If the shit doesn't land on the right theme days, fuck it. They're largely not being watched the days they go up anyway. They get watched whenever people watch them. So, I mean, yeah, it'd be nice if I could get the theme days back on track, but right now, I have more of just the agenda of just get things recorded and posted, period. The end. Just do the thing whenever possible. So, be more interactive on Instagram. Yeah, I've not done that. I've been so bad with that, and I feel really guilty about it. Like, I've been on there liking pictures, like, in short little bursts, but my attention span right now is poof. Goldfish brain, like, more so than usual. So, just saying. It's really hard to focus on much anything, especially, like, conversations on the- I try, and so many people have gotten really mad at me for just, like, completely flaking smack dab in the middle of one and then not coming back to it. And then they think I'm mad, and I'm not mad, and then I panic attack and social anxiety out, and it just turns into a thing, and oh my god, I just feel like the biggest train wreck in the world right now. I know that I'm not. I know it could be a whole hell of a lot worse. I know I have been a whole hell of a lot worse before. I just feel guilty. Then again, when don't I feel guilty over shit? I always feel guilty over things. But yeah. Oh, it goes right hand in hand with the next one. Stop blowing people off on Facebook Messenger. Yeah. I've at least been trying, especially when it's been people asking about my mom, to not let things slide. But at the same time, I've not been perfect. I'm human. So I'm doing my best. But again, patience. Please. Keep doing the movie challenge. I need to update that. I have like a few things that have been watched that I need to update with it, but I have largely not even had the attention span to watch things. Like, I'm gonna be honest. So there's not been a lot of progress there. Work on Cabaret 54, or end it, no excuses. Yeah, I ended it. I closed it, so I'm not paying into that anymore. Get back into the daily reading habit, try to review a book a month. I have the book out. I have it next to my bed. I look at it every single day, and I say, I'm gonna find time sometime today, even if I read like 5 pages. Just like 5. Just something. Because I know me. If I start with 5, I won't be able to stop at 5. So, if I could just like ease myself into it on that, I could at least start chipping away at finishing that damn book that I started like a year or 2, 3 ago. Still checked out of the library. That's gonna be fun, but no, I know when I bring them back that the fine drops back down to like $6. So I mean, ever since I learned that, it's like, oh well, I really don't have to haul ass to bring them back on time because they just waive that shit. And, yeah, kind of abuse this, but yeah, I need to read that and the other one that have been out of the library for well over a year. I think it's been 2 or 3 years at this point. It is really embarrassing and really bad, and I should just do that. And yet I haven't, because my attention span just isn't doing it. And it's making me more frustrated, because I swear, this month seems to be like everybody released their books at the same time month of my fandoms, and I'm just like, I mean, I don't even have enough money to buy all your books right now, and I don't know when I will, but, even if I could, I don't know when I'm realistically gonna get around to reading them, so I've still got a bunch of you guys asking me to review that, like, shitfest, train wreck, Sid Luft autobiography about Judy Garland that came out, how many years ago now? I have not cracked that cover. Do you know how many books like that I've picked up that I've gotten exactly that far with? Yeah, I know. I suck. I suck really bad. But right now just does not seem like the time when I can't even, like, keep my attention span to watch a damn movie. How the hell am I supposed to keep my attention span to read a book? Like, even a little bit of a book at a time? Yeah, I know, I'm making excuses, but at the same time, that. I don't want to half-ass it and be like, I read it, technically. I spaced out during the entire thing, and I don't remember a single thing I read, but I read it, sort of. I have had that happen before, guys, and then I'm like, well, that was the biggest waste of time then if I don't even remember what I read. And this is where it's just like, I have to take notes if I'm in that kind of mindset, and just, since I didn't start out reading this particular book in that mindset, I made it like over halfway through it, not taking notes. It would be really dumb to, like, all of a sudden in the middle of it be like super detailed, but everything up to that point, yeah, it's vague and blurry. I can kind of tell you what happened, but not really. Yeah. Yeah, it's a weird-ass thing, and I'm not starting it over just to do that when I'm this far into it, especially for how long it's taken me to get that far into it. But, yeah, it would be nice to be back in the habit of reading regularly again. Not only to have that, and to be reviewing them regularly and everything, but so I could take those damn books back to the library and be able to get things from the library again. Some of the shit that I've seen that our library has added recently, I'm like, that looks amazing. That's a thing that exists. Somebody wrote like a freaking mystery book thriller of like the adventures, like the crime solving adventures of Joe Biden and Obama. I'm like, I have no idea how this was legal for them to publish this, but this is fucking amazing and I need to read it. Like, I need to. This is like fan fiction gotten way out of hand that actually got published. I'm like, I need to read the thing. I need to read the thing like now, but until I read these two things and bring them back and pay off the fines, I can't. Yeah, I know. I know. It's frustrating. And I also have, buttloads of books here that I've bought and been gifted that I have every intention of reading and I want to read very badly, and I look at them and I'm like, I want to read you, I just don't have the time right now. And then I get sad. Oh god, it sucks. But yeah, that. And then all the new ones coming out, like Roger Daltrey has a fucking autobiography. I still haven't read Pete's from like 5 years ago or however long ago he released it. I've got it. It's on my shelf. I thumbed through it a little bit. Well, that's about as far as I got, I mean, that one, it's more of just the kinds of things I was seeing as I flipped through it. I was like, I'm really uncomfortable, so I'm just gonna come back to this. Even though it's not an autobiography, Lorna Luft wrote another book, another one about Judy. Even though it's probably another shit show train wreck. Morbid curiosity, I need to know what's in it, even if just so I can make fun of it with a clear conscience. Sally Field wrote a book that's coming out. I need it. Davy Jones's daughters are releasing a book. Well, actually, I think it's already out. I need to get that. There's a few other ones that I have, like, just bookmarked, ready to go, that I'm like, I need to get them. I want to read them, but realistically, I know damn well I will get them. They will make it here, and they will sit in a pile probably for several years before I ever actually get around to reading them. About the only exception to this rule I could even imagine at this point. I don't see it happening. As much as this breaks my heart, I wish it would happen more than anything. You guys have no idea. If Liza Minnelli wrote an autobiography, I would sit here, I don't care, I would pull all-nighters and read it cover to cover in like one goddamn sitting. And just, like, take in every damn detail of this book. But I don't believe she's ever going to, and it frustrates me so bad. Like, she, of all people, I want to see one from more badly than anybody, and she is so dead set against it, which, of course, makes me want it that much worse, but yeah, I don't see it happening, sadly. But then again, since she can't really tour anymore and doesn't really do anything anymore, maybe she'll change her mind just to have something to do. You never know. Weirder shit's happened. I can live in hope. Just, I know realistically it's probably not gonna happen, so. Anyway, yeah, that. And there's just crap tons of books that I want to read, either that I have that are waiting to be read. Oh, low battery warning, that's fun. Or that I want, but at the same time I can't justify getting when I have this many that are still unread, I mean, just, it's hard. First world problems. First world nerd girl problems, specifically. So, hold on, I hear my dad outside. Hold on just a minute. Okay, I'm back. So I went and got the charger and the wire for this, so it hopefully won't die while I'm recording. But my luck, it might still. Who knows? But yeah, books. That's what we were talking about. But I think I've about covered it. So next thing. Yeah, we're still going through this damn list. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm sure there's nobody sitting here through this whole damn thing. But if you are, you know what? Gold star to you. Because I don't think anybody actually is, but whatever. Maintain the med schedule. Oh, holy shit, you guys. I've been so bad with that. Like, really, really bad. Even with my asthma meds. Like, I keep sounding like a squeaky balloon because I'll go just weeks without bothering to take them because I kind of just care so little right now. I'm like, fuck it. I realize that is completely counterproductive and in no way helpful to anyone. And yet, here we are. For those new to this channel, I'd like to point out, none of these are psychiatric meds or anything that I've gone off of. These are all health related, but yeah, it's not a good thing. I really do need to try to be better with those. Yeah, anyway. But I'm being honest. I mean, I think the only ones I've taken consistently have just been my allergy pills just so I can function. And, like, my rescue inhaler I've bothered with on, like, a daily basis way too entirely much because I've not been using my maintenance one because, I don't know why. I don't even have a good reason why other than just feeling like I don't give a shit about much anything right now. Especially not about myself, which is really bad and really sad and pathetic, but yeah. Depression. Ooh. No, not thumbs up, thumbs down. Actually get the dental issues taken care of. Yeah, funny thing, I was already enslaved and raring to go and do this, and then everything with my mom happened. And this has once again taken a friggin' back seat. This temporary has been on for a year now, guys. This really needs to get taken care of, but hopefully once she's, like, back home and recuperating, that can be taken care of. Till then, you know, it's still taking a back seat. But it is starting to scare me since it is starting to get a little bit hurty. I'm like, oh crap, the temporary's starting to fail, isn't it? I mean, to be fair, it's lasted a year. This was only supposed to last like a few weeks, just so I could get the crown put on. Yeah, that. So I really do need to take care of that, like, horribly badly. It just hasn't happened yet, not necessarily because of my own negligence. I have wanted to get it dealt with, believe me, but because my dad's the one paying the bill on it, yeah, kind of depends on him, and since it's taken a back seat to my mom, you know, it's not life-threatening or anything, it's just a pain in my ass, and if it fails bad enough and the tooth rots out under it, then it'll probably be yet another friggin' extraction I need. Joy. I'm really hoping it doesn't come to that, and I'm really hoping it'll be sooner rather than later that this is addressed, but what can you do? But anyway. Wow, I misread my own handwriting really bad. I thought it's like get back to driving. I was like, first off, that was definitely never on this list. Second, I have never driven. What the hell? And then, oh, wait. Get back to drinking 1 bottle of water and 1 cup of tea each day. Start weaning off a soda. Again, the intention was good. I was starting to do that. I was actually getting to the point where I would go like 3 days without drinking a soda and really didn't miss it. And then everything with my mom happened, and funny thing, all I fucking want is caffeine. Probably just to try to equal out my brain chemicals a little bit and bring them up. Hopefully, once all's said and done, I can get back on track to where I was with that before, because I had actually been making really good progress with that too, even since the last check-in. There was a point in there, for probably like a month before everything hit the fan, where I was doing excellently with it. I thought, you know, there might come a day where I can, like, totally kick it. I'm not sure that I necessarily want to, but I feel like I could if I wanted to. And then this happened, and fuck it. I say as I drink one. sort the damn beads. Yeah, I still need to do that. I had like this whole thing with myself of every time you use the perler beads, go over to that bucket and whatever colors you just used, find the 100 beads in that color and add them to the bag. And that was going great! Until I started waiting till like nighttime to like record perler bead videos, and then it'd be like too dim in here to really accurately see the colors of the beads. And then I was like, well, by the next day, oh fuck it, I don't remember what colors I used, therefore, oh darn, guess I'm not gonna do it. Yeah, my brain likes to find the like most bullshit excuses to not do things. That one probably being number one on the list. It finds every excuse. I have that bucket literally smack dab in the middle of the room. I step over it like 20 zillion times a day. And it's like I see it, but don't see it because it's been there for so many years at this point of my just being like, la 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 la, nope, can't hear you, don't see you, la 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 la, just gonna go about my merry way, just gonna step over you, but I don't see you, and I'm not gonna think about you, la 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 la. Yeah. Yeah. I really should do something about that. And I keep meaning to, but it's one of those things where, unless it's like the middle part of the day where there's really good lighting in here, natural lighting specifically, you can't accurately see the colors on those to properly sort them. You can try, and you can think that you've got them down, and then you look at the bags in the daylight the next day, it's like, oh shit, these aren't even close. And then you have to go pick them all apart. It's just like, you know what? Fuck it. Biggest mistake ever, buying like 5 buckets of the 22,000 beads and dumping them all into a friggin', like, I don't even know what to call it. It's like one of those Tupperware bucket things, containers, I guess. Yeah. So 22,000 times 5? That's how many there were altogether, at least to start with, to sort. I mean, that's not how many are still in there. I have sorted some of them, but it's just like, why did I ever think that was a good idea? See, like, I bought 1 bucket, and in about 2 weeks' time, I sat there and was so OCD about, like, just morning till night, I sat there and sorted them, like a freaking sweatshop worker child or something. I'm not the one who made the joke first, so, but, anyway, I figured, well, you know, that went okay. I mean, this was, like, before, like, my Etsy really did any business whatsoever, and was before I was actually being serious with the data entry work, so I kind of had nothing better to do all day. So I was like, so I'm gonna buy a bunch of these buckets. I'll sort all of them. I'll have so many of these just, like, ready to go. I'll never have to buy the individual colors. They're more expensive and shit. First off, yeah, they don't give you equal numbers of each color in those buckets, so yeah, you do still have to buy them, and there's a bunch of colors that don't come in those buckets, so you do still have to buy them, and you won't run out of them in equal numbers at a time, so yes, you will definitely still be buying them. So at this point, I only buy the individual color bags because I so never want to have to sort these damn things ever again once I get this eventually done. But I keep just, like, every time I run out of a color, I'm like, I could just go over that bucket and fish a bunch out. It'd be easier just to Amazon Prime more of them, though, in a bag just of that color. Fuck it, I'm not dealing with a bucket! So, that's been a thing for how many years? How many? I think I started that in, oh my god, 2012, 2013, somewhere around there. Yeah. Yeah. I think that's when these started, of the 5 together. That's not any that were before that, because there were some before that, but the first one, I, like, didn't even bother sorting out of its own canister they came in. I just used them straight from it and fished around in there like the biggest pain in the ass of my life every time I needed a color. Yeah, never again on that either. And then didn't find it that big of a deal sorting 1 canister of those at a time, but 5 of them all together, that is a lot of friggin' beads. Again, I don't know why I ever thought this was a good idea, and yet I did. And now I live with the repercussions of it. Oh, Jesus, I don't know. I don't know, guys. I don't know why I do the things I do sometimes. But that was a lot of years ago, and I still haven't taken care of it. I so thought for sure this time, this year, this would be the year I would take care of the damn thing. I'm not crying, my eyes are just itchy. But, I thought this would be the year that I would do the thing. But it's already September. I don't see it going any better this year either. Just being honest. So invest in more wire mesh cubes to help with the yarn storage. That is a thing I did. I mean, I could still use a few more for the other side, but right now I am honestly not worrying about that. It'd be nice to have, but it's not as dire a situation as it was for the ones that are already now here. So, I did a thing! I did a thing! My face is itchy. I feel like my eyes are red. They kind of are a little bit. But, yeah, I had an allergic reaction earlier to a freaking candle. That was fun. But, you won't see that review for quite a while, probably. But, needless to say, this one's getting exchanged. I am never so much as opening the lid off that one again. That was horrible. But, anyway, keep working on communication skills. I haven't been as good at keeping up with talking to people, but when I have done better, mostly, other than the just dropping off in the middle of nowhere and kind of failing thing. But outside of that, I actually have been better-ish with that, so I mean, that's kind of a thing, kind of. Work harder on anxiety control. Yeah, apparently my brain's version of this during everything with my mom has just been, okay, you know what? We're just gonna hit the emotional breaker switch and shut everything down. Just fuck it all. Everything's shutting down. Now you'll just be numb. Up till, the last few days where all of a sudden, oh hey, your anxiety's back! Full force, bitch! Buckle up! Yeah, wow, thanks for the no warning there. Cool. Awesome. I mean, makes sense since, everything's, right here, right now, about to happen. So, I mean, I guess it had to happen. I'm glad that this hasn't been, just gnawing away at me anxiety-wise for weeks or months on end. But at the other hand, it's yeah, but at least if it had been, it'd be the norm by now. So there's that. But, yeah, most of this time I've kind of just been in partly a level of denial and mostly, just emotionally shut the fuck down and feeling nothing. So there's that, which is also unhealthy. And I didn't try to do that. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. That was disgusting. I'm not editing that out because I'm gross. But, anyways, I'm human. You know what? You burp too. You just don't do it on camera, probably. Unless you do. In which case, I guess we're in the same club. But, anyways, yeah. Just didn't try to emotionally shut down. That just pretty much the very day that I was told this cancer was a thing, my very first reaction was retreat, run away. And I ran upstairs, locked my door, and took a long friggin' shower and just bawled uncontrollably in there. And when I came out, I was like, okay, crying time is over now. And I think that was the start of the compartmentalizing it. Except instead of compartmentalizing it, it just turned into, nope, we are just not gonna think about it. We are going to just shut the fuck down. Stiff upper lip. Your British blood is going to serve you well right now, and that is gonna come out, and that's a thing. Until the last few days where all of a sudden it just all hit me at the same time. Was this is a real thing. I can't live in denial with it. This is happening. And there are very real dangers, there are very real complications that could happen, there's very real things that could go wrong, and a very real risk. She could die. So, I mean, you know, that I look like a crazy person right now, and I do look like I've been crying, but you saw I have not been. This is just allergy eyes right now, but, anyway. Um, it's just not been good. It's been a lot to deal with. And I've kind of been through the ringer. You know, there's like the whole, what is it, 5 stages, 7 stages of grief or whatever it is, or with coping. Yeah, I think I've been through all of them multiple times. I don't know how many times at this point, but at the same time, while going through them, on some level, emotionally shut down, even while going through them, like outbursts of anger, or like, well, I guess denial was the big one, or just the sadness one, or the bargaining one, right? I mean, there's different levels of it. I don't need to go through. You can Google what the stages are if you really want to know, but yeah, that. um, it just all hit like a friggin' Mack truck, and I think, I lost my train of thought. I think my sister, not the one that lives in the other one that lives in Arizona, she noticed all of a sudden something's very wrong here, because we had been chatting every single day, just like out of boredom, just about nothing. Um, and then I stopped responding. I stopped even looking at her messages, and she's just like, "That's not like you. You okay? Like, for real. You okay? You're not, like, trying to hang yourself again, right?" It's like, no, 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 nothing like that. It's not even depression, which at that point, it didn't feel like it was, but in hindsight, yeah, it's depression. But, I was just like, no, I mean, I'm not, like, in any kind of danger. I'm just kind of, like, in hermit mode. I don't know. And she's like, oh, well, if you need to talk, I'll talk. I was just like, that's cool, and then didn't. Until a couple nights ago, where she checked me in and she's like, "You're still silent. You're not okay, are you?" I was like, you know, I'm not. And not in the, like, dangerous type of not okay way, like, I'm not gonna do it, like, not like that. But just in the, I am not doing well kind of way. She's like, yeah, I'm in the same boat. And we commiserated back and forth on this, which was very therapeutic, by the way. But at the same time, I think we also both triggered the shit out of each other and gave each other new things to be paranoid about that neither one of us had been before, until the other one would suggest a certain thing is a thing that could happen, and then it just went back and forth. And it didn't help that this was like in the middle of the night to boot, but yeah, that's always the worst times ever for those kind of conversations to happen. But yeah, that. So it just spiraled, and then we just both felt a lot more awful afterwards, which was not even. That was like the opposite of what the intention was supposed to be there. And it really sucked that that was how it played out. Because we were both trying to be helpful to the other one. It just didn't go that way. But like, we've both kind of bounced back somewhat since then, to where at least, like, I'm acknowledging her messages again, at least on a mostly timely basis. Like, maybe not immediately, but at least in the same day for the most part now. So, I mean, there's that, but, still a lot quieter than usual. She's still aware of it, and she's, like, all sorts freaked out. "You're sure it's nothing I did?" I'm like, no, 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 nothing like that. No one did anything. No, just reality is bitch, and it's kicking my butt, and I don't like it, and there's nothing I can do about it, other than try to not be in so much denial and actually look at it and acknowledge it. And, because, I mean, especially since it's tomorrow, there's not a lot I can do. I have to acknowledge it. It's happening, whether I like it or not. I mean, ultimately, as long as things don't go badly, this is ultimately a good thing, that this is operable. I know, this is not what this video was supposed to be talking about, but I don't give a shit. This is my channel, I'll talk about what I want. You can always click out of the video if you don't want to hear about this stuff. But, yeah, on a tangent. But ultimately, this is a good thing. I mean, hers is operable. My grandparents did not have that luxury. Theirs were not operable. Theirs were already stage 4 by the time they were even found. Hers is only stage 2. And even at that, it looks like it's all contained in the lung. The only potential wild card is if they go in there, if they find that lymph nodes below the lung that they couldn't get to in the biopsy, if those look like they're cancerous, then they may have to just close her back up and be like, nope, we can't do this. But as long as that's not the case, they can just take the lung, she'll heal up, and that should be the end of this nightmare. If things go to plan. And they should. I mean, all the odds are on her side, but it is a major fucking surgery, and there's a lot of risks of things that could go wrong. Like, being realistic, not being a pessimist, not being, like, a catastrophizer or anything. Like, just realistically, that is a thing that could happen. Easily. The odds are still better that they won't, but it doesn't make anyone less terrified over this situation, not gonna lie. So there's that. And just that reality. I mean, for the longest time, like, it was easy for me to be very flippant about it and just very blasé and be like, yeah, she's having this surgery. She wanted this. She did not want to do chemo. She did not want to do radiation unless all else failed. She wanted to go straight to surgery, which she's doing. This is what she wanted to be doing. She just wants it out and gone and to be done with it. I mean, the risk of it coming back, if she had done chemo and or radiation instead of surgery, 45%. With surgery, 5%. I 100% understand why she wants to do things this way, and I can't say as I blame her. I think I would too. And for the longest time, I was able to just run with that and was cool with that, or I thought I was, until the reality settled in of things could go wrong, though. Things could end really badly. And then, I don't know if any of you have ever heard of Claire Wineland, but, she had cystic fibrosis. She had a YouTube channel, was a public speaker and everything. But with cystic fibrosis, generally, you're lucky if you make it to 30. She didn't make it that far. But, and you die. There is no cure for it. But she fundraised to get enough money to get a double lung transplant. She got her surgery. She lived through the surgery. Everything looked like it was going great. And 2 days later, she had a massive stroke. And she died. Not that day. I think it was like about a week after the stroke. She passed away. She's only about Kimberly's age. I mean, this is not the same situation, but it was just a very stark reminder of shit could go wrong. I mean, that was just the big sucker punch wake-up call of, yeah, there's no guarantee here that it's gonna necessarily go smoothly. I mean, yeah, odds are in her corner that they probably will go smoothly, but I mean, anything could feasibly happen there. And that scares the shit out of me. I don't like things where there's not guarantees, and there are certain things where there aren't guarantees. This is one of those things, and I don't like it. I'm not doing well trying to freaking cope with that. But I mean, I guess after tomorrow, I mean, we're gonna know one way or the other. I mean, it's not like there's anything I can do to change the outcome of it. My worrying about it and stressing over it is not going to change it. And I think maybe just that logic was why my brain was so easily able to just sweep it under the rug, compartmentalize it, and just shut it down, be like, there's no point worrying over it because there's nothing you can do about it. Which, honestly, yeah, that's true. But I also had to know sooner or later the reality of it's going to catch up with me, and it's going to be ugly when it does. And it waited till the 11th hour to hit, and here it is, and yeah, that. So, I mean, yeah, my anxiety is just doing really freaking badly with that. Not gonna lie, I mean, I don't think anyone expected it was gonna be doing well, all things considered. I don't think there was any way it was gonna do well with this situation, so. But hopefully, fingers crossed, all prayers welcomed, hopefully things go well tomorrow. Like, my brain is refusing to accept any other outcome on this. So I'm like, it better go well. Just, like, I can't even allow myself to go there on if it doesn't. And I refuse to go there unless that becomes the reality. So there's still a level of denial that's happening. There's still a level of emotional shutdown that's happening. But at the same time, I'm like, I mean, I realistically know there's danger, and that danger freaks me out, and it hit like a critical mass point where it's like, okay, now I tipped over a cliff, and now I've shut back down again. So it's like, I don't know. I don't know which one's worse. No, I keep oscillating between the two, and it's frustrating because it's like, if I pick one or the other, at least then I'd know what I'm dealing with. But because it keeps changing, it makes it really hard to freaking navigate this. But still, like I said, I mean, by this time tomorrow, we'll know, one way or the other, how it went. It'll be done and over. So, hopefully, by this time tomorrow, she'll be in recovery and everything will be fine. I mean, I'll be posting a very different video tomorrow if not, but, hoping, praying to God that that's not a thing. I will not know what the fuck to do with myself if something bad happens, but again, I'm not allowing myself to go there unless that happens. Just, nope, not going there. So, I have to believe that, no, she has to be okay. she has to. I know that that's not reality of just saying it makes it happen, but just for my own coping, that's what I have to do right now. So, we still have 4 things left on this list. I've been babbling for over an hour, being the most depressing person on the face of YouTube. Yeah, try to double savings. Yeah, it'd be easy to do that if I had money consistently coming in like it's supposed to. My data entry work or my Etsy, either or, if not both, would pick back up. I'd be able to do that, but until they do, my hands are kind of tired. Keep making time for gaming. Even that's fallen to the friggin' wayside lately. Like, that is truly pathetic. But, yeah, even that has not really been much of a priority. And, like, the Nintendo Direct thing was today, too, and even that wasn't able to hold my attention because my attention span is just so shit right now. It just is a whole thing. But, maybe I would feel better if I dumped some more time into gaming. I don't know. Can't hurt me as a distraction, but I mean, when I do allow myself that, half the time I'm just sitting there thinking, I could be doing more productive things with my time. Things that would definitely, probably be more conducive to bringing in money. Should probably do those instead. Especially at a time like this, yeah, I kind of don't have the luxury of just sit around and play games unless I'm somehow making money off of it. So, yeah, so like the only ones that have happened have been like the little silly Imagine games or like baby games that I do on here just to make fun of them. But anyway, yeah, I want to go back to my real games, but I would feel better doing so once my income's back where it's supposed to be. Just saying. Improve overall organization. Yeah, we've talked about it. We've talked about it to death. I don't think we need to cover it again. Finally, get brave for experimenting with hair and makeup. Hey, that's a thing that I've at least done a little bit of lately. Granted, I don't have any on today, but, I think past, couple weeks, especially, I've worn a shit ton of it. At least with makeup. Hair hasn't really been so experimented with, but still, had been putting the effort into makeup. I just felt like, where I am emotionally right now, there's a good chance I may just cry it back off if I put it on today. So I'd rather not waste that money for makeup and just not wear it today. I probably won't wear any tomorrow either. No matter which way it goes, there's probably going to be tears. If it goes well, I'm gonna cry. If it goes bad, I'm really gonna cry. So, I mean, there's going to be crying, and therefore I just shouldn't bother with makeup if there's going to be crying. And depending on what kind of recovery that they've got her in, I mean, I know that ICU is probably happening first. I mean, if she's got like a tube down her throat, even when she's in normal recovery, just the sight of that's probably gonna make me cry. So, I mean, who knows how many days it'll be before I wear makeup again. I don't know. But, I mean, in general, I've been enjoying playing with it, especially since finding out that apparently the secret to keeping eyeliner mostly where it goes is wearing eyeshadow primer. I mean, there's still a little bit that tends to, like, rub off right here on, like, my brow bone when I wear it, even with primer, but for the most part, it stays put, and I don't even have to, like, touch it up during the day usually. Like, if anything, I have to just, like, wet my finger and, like, wipe off a little bit that rubbed up here, and that's about it. It's great. I mean, if I don't put on primer first, I have hooded lids. I also have oily lids. Between the two, it's like my eyelid, like my eyes, right in this crease. It likes to eat my eyeliner. I like to kid about it. Because, like, it seems like it does, and, like, halfway throughout the day, like, it's all splotchy and, like, mostly gone and shit. Unless like, every time I go to the bathroom, I have to, like, look at the eye makeup and, like, go touch it back up again. Now, if I do the thing where I do the upper lid and then around to, like, here on the lower lid, the part on the lower lid will stay the fuck put. If anything, it might feather a little bit below it, but I mean, it'll stay, like, along the lash line where I put it, even if it does that. Whereas, what goes on the top if there's no primer, yeah, that's just gonna get eaten by my lids. It just happens. But that doesn't. So I think it has more to do with the hooded lids thing than the oily lids. But I mean, it could be a little column A, a little column B. But I find that eyeshadow primer, if I'm doing the upper lids, and a little bit of that, what is it, the Magic Age Rewinder under eye thing? I don't know. I'll go grab it. Okay, hold on. Yeah, this thing, the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind. You just, like, obviously you take the cap off. Like, it's got product loaded up in it, so I kind of don't want to take the cap off right now. But, like, you just swipe it under your eyes and just blend it in. And then, I mean, mostly it's for dark under eye circles, which clearly I have, especially on this side all the time. Frankly, I should wear it every damn day, but it's expensive as fuck. So I don't want to waste it. So I generally just put it on days where I'm wearing a lower lid, liner, because it helps it stay put. If you massage it all the way up to the lash line, it'll help it not feather out. So, I don't know. I've only worn this a few times, but it's, like, gone down that far, so I mean, it goes quick. So that's why I'm like, it's expensive, I don't want to waste it, so I don't. But anyways, but yeah, that's about where I'm at with things. I was gonna say with the makeup, but just with things. I'm sorry for dumping this all on you guys. You guys are probably, for the, like, maybe 2 of you that made it this far, you're probably really uncomfortable right now after listening to all of that. I apologize for that, but I mean, I did give you warning that you could tap out if you didn't want to listen to it, but, yeah, I'm kind of just all over the place with all of the things right now, and I think, frankly, it's very understandable. I mean, it doesn't make it easier for you guys to listen to, but I'm just saying where I'm coming from. I'm probably gonna be all over the place for a bit more while I'm still dealing with things. Even if they go well, I mean, there's still the whole recovery period just to adjust to and all. So, I mean, it's a thing. It's a process. And obviously if it goes bad, then it'll be a much bigger thing, but again, I refuse to let my brain go there. I'm firmly trying to believe that it's all gonna go okay, and that'll be that. So, anyways, that is this update of the goals list. It largely failed at everything. Hopefully, by the next time that I do it, which will be in December, I'll probably just do the one on, like, the last day of the year instead of doing one at the start of December and then do one more, like, a few weeks later. That's dumb. I mean, especially when I'm not even doing these bi-monthly anymore. I'm doing them, like, quarterly. Yeah, I'll just do the one at the end of the month. So, but hopefully by then, I'll have more things I've actually improved on and gotten better with, because this may have been one of the most hardcore fail list check-ins ever in the history of my doing these goals list check-in things. So, anyways, that's it. So, if you like this, go ahead, give it a like. If you're not already, you'd like to be, although I can't imagine a non-subscriber sitting through all this, but if you somehow are, and you don't hate me after listening to all that, you should probably hit subscribe. Hit the notification bell icon so you don't miss an upload. I'm not usually quite this train wrecky anyway. Leave comments down below. Anything at all about anything. Go nuts. Make sure you're following my social media accounts, all this down below, and if you like what I do here on this channel and you'd like to help support it, the donation link as always is down in the description. So anyway guys, until next time, bye bye.